So now let's talk. If you have limited water, you have some water. Let's say you have 3 cans of peas you got in a pot. What can you add to it? Because if you're using soap, you need water to rinse the soap off. But there are other things that work as antibiotics. Let's see, hopefully this will work. Okay, yes. So oregano and the other herbs in Italian seasoning. In the oregano and the other herbs, there are different amounts of eugenol, which is a very potent antibiotic. So what you want to do is make a tea out of your Italian seasoning and whatever your water you have. So basically basically every cup of water, you want to add about half a teaspoon of oregano or Italian seasoning. Let it sit and warm for a while in the pot. You bring it up to a boil and then shut it down some, but you want it to, diffuse the eugenol out of the Italian seasoning, out of the oregano. If you have straight oregano, that's the best. But straight oregano tea, so Italian seasoning tea or oregano tea, you make that, you dip your bandana in it, and you rub this concentrated oregano Italian seasoning tea over your hands. It's not going to kill everything, but it's going to greatly reduce the bacteria because eugenol is a strong antibiotic. So you can use it also to flush out wounds. Other things you can do that with. It's just regular tea, like throwing it Lipton's tea, not any of the so much the herbal blend teas, but traditional tea. Traditional tea has tannic acid in it. So instead of putting 1 tea bag in a cup of water to get the amount of tannic acid you need to act as an antibiotic to help kill the bacteria on your hands and other parts, you want to go 4 or 5. So you want to quadruple or hextuple, pentuple. We'll go pentuple. 4 to 5 times as much tea. Make a really, 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 really concentrated tea. Let it steep for an hour. Get as much tannic acid out there as possible. And then you use that. You dip your rag in there, and away you go. Cleaning, using tannic acid from tea to work as an antibiotic. Okay, another thing, the onion. Now, this one is going to be kind of smelly, but there are strong antibiotics in onions and garlic. But to get that, you have to expose the onion to oxygen. So if you take the onion, cut it, and start using it as an antibiotic, it's not going to be as strong as if you cut it into several slices, slice, and let it sit for at least 15 minutes. Because during that time, it can react with the oxygen and some of the water that's in it and form the actual antibiotic component. So onion or garlic that's been mashed up and exposed to air at least 15 minutes now has strong antibiotic properties. So that you can just rub the onion on your hands. Your hands are going to smell like onions. I recommend not rubbing it around your eyes, okay? This is like for the hands, a little bit on the naughty bits, the feet and the armpits and things like that. You're going to smell like an onion. You're going to smell like an onion, but it has the antibiotic properties to it. Okay. Some other wild plants, but the different antibiotic herbs and some wild plants such as goldenrod, the oak galls, and even the bark of oak trees. If nothing else, you make yourself a tea from the bark of an oak tree because that is loaded with tannic acid too. And I am just suddenly cracking up by Kat because she knows I am a sucker for Simpsons references. Okay. Some people, okay, let me just, so yeah, antibiotic plants, things that will help kill the bacteria, because that's the goal. You're trying to kill the bacteria so it can't get into you and cause problems. So the onion, the oregano, or Italian seasoning, if that's all you have, all those sort of things, they have the antibiotic. Making a strong tea from the like oak bark, the Italian herbs, the goldenrod that you can then rub on your body, or just rubbing a smashed up onion or garlic on your body.